Your dream life isn't built overnight, it's built by the woman who shows up, keeps going, and refuses to quit no matter what. Every choice you make is either keeping you stuck or moving you closer to the life you deserve. Welcome to Build Your Dreams. Welcome to episode 1 of the relaunch of Build Your Dreams. Guys, hello, welcome. It's me, it's Laura. I had a podcast 5 years ago, however long ago it was. God, yeah, it'd be like 5 years ago. It was in lockdown. And it had over 60,000 plays. And you guys have been begging me to bring the podcast back. So I thought, why not switch it up? Why not do things a little bit different? I'm in my office at home. As you guys can see, I've got this gorgeous stack of pillows because I'm just a pillow queen. And we're going to get straight into it. And today I want to speak to you guys about building your dream life. And I'm going to give you the 5 key foundation points that you need in order to build your dream life. There's going to be some harsh truths in this. You're not going to get the soft version of Laura. And I was actually just speaking to my partner Liam about this. And I was saying how on social media I can come across very soft. When people speak to me in person, I'm very soft because I'm actually quite an introvert. But if you get me on a call where we're speaking about mindset, we're speaking about business, we're speaking about changing lives, I will go red and I will go ham and I will go in. So that's the version of Laura that you guys are going to get on these episodes. So let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into this bish, which is what Hashtag Brady would say. You guys know. So let's get straight into it. How to build your dream life. And this isn't going to be like la-di-la, you need to manifest, you need to write everything down, and then you just need to go to bed and you just need to journal and you need to pray. You need to do all of those things, but you also need to do the action that is required in order to build your dream life. I'm a massive believer in the law of attraction, but I also believe in the law of action. And I think sometimes people are either one way too far. They're either too much into the law of attraction and they just think that they can manifest the shit out of anything and just lie there and just be like, la-di-da-di-da, it's coming to me, the Range Rover is going to be on my drive. And then you've got the other side of people who don't believe in the spiritual side of success, who are just all go, 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 all guns blazing, action, 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 and then they don't reach their full potential because they don't see the spiritual side of success. I definitely think there is this fine line and you have to find the balance between both of them. And I myself have 100% been guilty of being too far into the law of action where I'm just all systems go, 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 and I'm ignoring the spiritual side of success and I'm ignoring how much mindset has a play into success. And then I've also been so far on the other side where I've gotten kind of lazy with the action because I'm just trying to rely on positive thinking will bring positive results. And maybe you guys will be able to relate to this. So this video isn't just going to be me speaking about one or the other. It's going to be a whole mix of both things. But the first thing that you guys need to do, step 1, you need to get so radically clear on what you want for your life, for yourself. What is your vision? You need to be so clear on it that when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, that is what you are thinking about. And you need to become so clear that it literally consumes you, that you get obsessed. If you want to be successful, you have to become obsessed. There's no ifs or buts about it. You cannot be 1 toe in and 4 toes out. You have to be 100% in. And I think this is one of the biggest things that people struggle with. It's this actually becoming clear on what you actually want. What do you want your dream life to look like? And the first thing that you guys need to understand is that success looks different to everybody, okay? What success is to me is completely different to what success is to you. And the last thing that you want to be doing is comparing. You don't want to compare what success looks like to you to somebody else because it might dishearten you. It might make you feel shit. It might make you feel like failure. Success is different to everyone. If success to me is making 6 figures a month and success to you is making £1,000 a month, both of those things are all right. It's okay to dream small and it's okay to dream big, okay? And we all have to start somewhere. So by me saying, you need to start thinking about making 100K a month, you are not thinking big enough. The people that coach people like that, I honestly believe are wrong. Yes, you need to dream big, but you also need to have a starting point. When I first started in the entrepreneurial space, I just wanted to make enough so I didn't have to go and get a 9 to 5 once I graduated uni. So for me, that was making like £1,000 a month. Then it grew and I was like, could I make 4,000 a month? Then it grew, could I make 10,000 a month? Then it grew, could I make 20? Could I make 30? Could I make 50? Now I'm at a point where I'm like, my next goal is to make 100K in a month. Okay, but it didn't start like that. You have to be super clear on what success looks like to you. So whether that is making an extra few £100 a week, a few £100 a day, a few £100 an hour, it's going to look different to everybody. But the first thing that you need to be is really clear on what that looks like for you. And the reason why you need to get so clear on what you want is because a lot of the time, and I see this happening a lot, and I think I actually grew up a little bit with this mindset, is if you don't get clear on what you want, you will end up chasing somebody else's dream. So what I mean by that is you will end up chasing the dream that your parents set out for you, that your partner sets out for you, that your kids set out for you. You need to become selfish and actually sit there and think with your thoughts, with your notepad and pen, in your notes, however you do this. And you need to think, what does Laura want? Not what does my parents want, not what does my partner want? What do you really want? And have a think about that in a lot of detail. Now, when I'm speaking about what do you want, I'm not just being generic either. You cannot have a goal of, I just want to be rich and happy and travel the world. Those things are great, but what do you actually want? What's gonna help you give you those things? So is it that you want to achieve a certain stepping stone in your career? Is it a certain financial point that you want to hit? Is it a certain house, car? The more specific you can be, the better, because what does that give you? It gives you clarity. And if you don't have clarity, you're just going to be spinning around aimlessly, not knowing where to go. This is why goals are so important. I always say this to a lot of my students. I want you guys to think about this, and I do love doing this. If you guys have worked with me before, I've mentored you before, I like to really dumb things down and break things down so people can understand them in really simple ways. But I want you guys to think about when you get in a car, and you need to go to a destination that you've never been to before, okay? This is going to relate to goals. You go into a destination that you've never been to before, okay? If you don't put the sat nav on, if you don't put the maps on your phone, you're literally just going to be driving around in circles. It's going to take you longer to get to the destination. You're also going to spend a lot of wasted time and energy trying to figure out where to go. And you ultimately might not even get there, okay? I don't know how to read a map. Get the AA book out. I don't know how to read a map like that. It's going to take me a long time to get to my destination if I don't have my maps up. I want you guys to think of this in terms of goal setting as well, because if you set some goals, now you know where you're going. You're going to get there faster because you have clarity and you know what to do in order to get there. You're not going to waste time. You're not going to waste energy. If you have a clear roadmap of how to get there, where you're aiming, what you actually want, you're going to get there a lot quicker, a lot faster, and you're also going to waste less time. Whereas if you don't have goals, you don't know where you're going, it's like getting in the car without the sat nav, driving around aimlessly, not knowing where you're going. It's going to take you longer. You're going to waste a lot of energy. So that is step one. You need to become so clear, so crystal clear on what it is that you actually want to achieve. What it is that you want to achieve and what your dream life actually looks like. Okay, step two, you have got to shift your identity and beliefs. And none of this stuff that I'm telling you guys is super easy. It's a journey, and you need to realize that you have to go on a journey in order to get there. If you're not willing to go on this journey, get off the call right now. Get off this video right now, okay? Because this is a journey. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to test you? Yes. Is it going to push you? Yes, but that's the whole point. It's about who you become on this journey to building your dream life and building your dreams. So you have to shift your identity and beliefs and upgrade your mindset, your habits, and who you are as a person in order to match the person that you want to be. I speak a lot on my coaching calls with the girls inside of my community about becoming her, okay? Becoming her, becoming the version of you that has everything that you want. And I'm not just talking about materialistic things. I'm talking about who has the body, the mindset, the spirit, the persona, the aura, becoming her, embodying her. The sooner you can figure out who her is, which links back to step one, what does your dream life look like? Well, what does your dream person look like? What is the dream version of you look like? As soon as you can figure that out and you can start shifting into this identity and ultimately becoming her and shifting those beliefs and shifting that mindset, that's going to help you build your dream life. So this is where the repetition and the mindset work comes in. Like I said, you can't just have all of the law of action and just work. You've also got to have the spiritual side of success. So this is where the visualization comes into play, the affirmations come into play, the real belief comes into play, because everything starts with belief, guys. Sooner you can understand that, and I'll do a whole other call, podcast, video, whatever this is, I'm still figuring it out. We're just doing messy action right now. That's going to be step 5. But as soon as you start to actually believe and change your belief system, you will start seeing a difference in your business, your relationship, your love life, your finances, whatever area it is that you want to improve, you will start seeing that difference, because it all starts with the beliefs. Because if you guys don't believe in who you want to become, or even in your goals, the first thing that you'll do is you'll self-sabotage. And what that means is you won't take the necessary action that is needed in order to get the results that you want. Remember, this is all about the law of attraction and the law of action mixed together. And it's about having that perfect balance of both. This is super important. So you've got to start shifting those beliefs and having that identity shift. So that means seeing yourself in a different light. I know so many of you ladies are watching this right now, and you're probably thinking, I could never be like her. I could never have the things that she's got. I could never speak like her in front of a camera. Neither could I. Okay, 7 years ago when I first started working online, I was shy. I was scared of everything. I had anxiety. If you told me to speak in front of anybody, I would cry. I literally cried to my tutors at uni. I was a shell of the person I am today, but I've had to grow. I've had to push myself. I've had to believe in myself. And it all started with the belief, because if you don't believe yourself, you won't even take the first step that is required in order to do the action that is needed in order to get the results. It really all starts with belief. So like I was saying, this is where the visualization comes into play. This is where the affirmations come into play. This is where the journaling comes into play. This is where you need to start embodying her. So, starting off with just some reframing of your current beliefs. If you currently have a belief of it's really hard to make money, and you're constantly saying that belief over and over and over and over and over and over again in your head multiple times a day, well, of course, that's the thing that you believe. Because if your partner was sat next to you saying, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're worthless, you're worthless, you're worthless, you're worthless, soon you're going to start to believe those things. You are your own best friend. You are the closest person to you. So you need to start speaking to yourself a little bit different. So instead of saying all these negative connotations of words and phrases which have no positive benefit into your life, you need to start reframing them into positive affirmations. So step 1 is becoming conscious of what you're actually saying about yourself and becoming aware. And step 2 is reframing it. So instead of saying it's really hard to make money, if you have that thought of, I can't afford this, it's really hard to make money, life is so hard right now, you need to start reframing that into opportunities are always abundant, opportunities are always flowing to me, it's so easy for me to make money. You need to start saying these things. And the third step to all of this, into changing your belief system, is repetition. So this is where you've got to start doing that work daily. Like I said, this isn't going to be easy. You got to start doing it daily. Start speaking, reframing daily affirmations, visualizing yourself, your higher self, your her. Who is her? Who do you want to become? Visualize it, write it down, speak it into existence every single day. So that's step 2, shifting your identity and your beliefs. Okay, step 3 is actually building skills and income streams that can give you freedom. If you want to build your dream life, for me, every single woman that I've spoke to that wants to build her dream life, if I say to her, what does it look like? She says freedom. And I'm going to guess that every single person watching this right now also wants freedom. Okay, whether that is financial freedom, whether that's time freedom, whether that's location freedom, whatever freedom looks like to you. Remember, step 1, success looks different to everybody. Whatever freedom looks like to you, you need to zone in on that. What is freedom to you? And then what you need to do is start building these skill sets and start acquiring the tools that's required in order to build this dream life. So this step is more of the law of action. The steps that I've spoken about so far are more of the law of attraction. This is more law of action, where you need to start learning these high income skill sets. For me, freedom comes with working online. It comes with having a digital business. And I teach people how to create an online digital income through high income skill sets. So if that is something that you're interested in, definitely get in touch with me. Follow me on Instagram at It's Laura Hibbert, and I can show you guys how I've been able to create this lifestyle, making 7 figures, literally living in Spain, time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, and how I've basically been able to fuck the system. So I can show you guys how to do that. But you need to start thinking about what is going to be able to give you your time back, okay? Because money can buy back your time. All these people that say like money doesn't buy happiness, money doesn't make you happy are liars. And I'm just going to be straight up and say that, because money can make you happy. Money can give you options, and options can give you freedom to do whatever the fuck you actually want to do in this life. And for me, that is happiness. So you need to start thinking about what you actually want to do with your life. So I have girlies that are literally learning how to trade. They're making money in minutes. They're buying their time back. I have girlies who are literally creating content. They're making money from things that they were doing anyway. We all post content. We all absorb content. Do you want to make money or not? Yes or no? It's a really simple question. Well, then get over the fact that you're scared to show your face. Get over the fact that you are scared to speak. Get over the fact that you are scared to try something new, and start building the goddamn online business. Because girls, this isn't going to just fall into your lap. You cannot lie in bed at night and wish that a Range Rover just pulls up on your drive. You cannot wish for a Prince Charming to come and sweep you off your feet. We live in a day and age where women are taking over, and women are making a hell of a lot of money online. There is a lot of money out there that you can make. I want you to start taking this seriously. Like I said, this was not going to be the soft version of Laura. This was going to be harsh Laura, but harsh Laura is going to tell you what to do so you can get to work and you can start building the life that you want. So step 3, build those skills, build those assets. Someone recommended this book to me when I was really, really young, and it was Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I actually read it, I think, when I was like 17 years old. And I want all you guys to read Rich Dad Poor Dad, because Rich Dad Poor Dad will teach you that skill sets will bring you an income will enable you to buy assets, and assets are what will set you free. We need to be in our asset buying era so that we have freedom, so that we have residual income, we have income coming in from our phones. We don't need to be physically in an office, in a cubicle in order to make money. We want to live the soft girl life, yeah? Where we can wake up when we want, no alarm, lie on a sun lounger, make money. We want the soft girl life, but you've also got to do the work that gives you the soft girl life. Okay, so you've got to set yourselves up with these building online digital skill sets. Okay, now step number 4, you need to design your environment so that you are in a growth environment. Too many women have partners holding them back, have colleagues holding them back, have family members holding them back, have friends holding them back. Cut them off. If someone does not have a positive purpose in your life, if they drain you, if they bitch about people, if they moan constantly about money but do nothing about it, if they are not on your wavelength, cut them off. Okay? This may sound really harsh, but people are going to hold you back in this life. People are going to doubt you. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to be mean to you. Girlies, we've got to get over it. Okay? You've got to get over it, because someone is always going to have something to say. Someone is always going to be mean. Someone is always going to bitch. Do you have to put yourself in that environment? No. You can say no. This is something that I've had to learn to do. I've had to let go of people that don't serve a purpose in my life anymore. You may have to do the same. How many of you right now are going to work and you're surrounded by negative Nancy's who just bitch and moan and complain, and they have no real ambition for their life? And that isn't me saying that it's wrong to not have ambition in your life, but I honestly believe that if you're not growing and learning, you are dying. You are just existing, you are surviving. I want to be around women that are pumped up, are fired up, are ready to go, want to go to the next level, they're ambitious, they want to change their life. Those are the kinds of women that I want to surround myself with. And that not only gives me, more of a purpose, but it also gives the other people around me more of a purpose as well, because then I'm performing at a higher level. Okay? You want to be in an environment that inspires you, that empowers you, that helps you grow, that nurtures you, that holds your hand and shows you exactly what to do. That's the kind of environment that you need. It's not even a want to be in. It's that you need to be in. Because when you're in the wrong environment, guys, you will get distracted. You will feel stuck. You will feel like the whole world is against you. And it's so much easier to be negative than it is positive. It's so much easier to think in lack than it is to think in abundance. It's so easy to fall into bad habits. And sometimes you may have evolved, but as soon as you get back with that person or that group of friends who you've evolved from, you fall back into bad habits. You fall back into the old version of you who used to do whatever she wanted, didn't have any goals, didn't have any ambitions. I didn't really want to go to the next level. It's so easy to fall back into old routines and old habits. So for me, I needed to be able to create a system, a life, a routine, a friendship, a community where I felt ready to go every single day. Where if I weren't feeling my best, I knew I had someone to pick me up. Where if I was feeling stuck, I had a tool that I could go to that was going to inspire me, uplift me, motivate me, and get me back on track. Some of you guys are just in the wrong soil, okay? You can plant the most perfect seed in the wrong soil and it still won't grow. You can plant a bad seed in the right soil and it will grow. Environment is everything, guys. What kind of soil are you planting yourself in? Are you making sure that you've got enough water every day, enough sunlight every day in order to grow? Are you in the right soil? Are you in the right environment? Environment is key. And honestly, this is why I decided to create my community, She Builds Wealth, because I wanted to create a safe place where women could come, speak about money, want to make money, be empowered, be motivated, be inspired, and get to fucking work, where they could literally just know what to do, no gatekeeping, make the money, change their life, become the asset that they know they are, and ultimately become her. Some of you guys are just in the wrong environment. So that really is step number 4. You have to design the environment that matches the goals that you want. There's no point saying, I want to be X, Y, and Z. I want to have X, Y, and Z. I want to buy X, Y, and Z. But then still be in the same negative friendship circle or community, which is draining the life out of you. No, in order to change, you've got to be change. You've got to change your environment. So make sure that you are in the right environment. Okay, the final step of how to build your dream life. Number 5, step 5, take action and take messy action. I see so many women have ideas, want to do something, and then they just sit on it and they do nothing because they think that they need to create the perfect morning routine or the perfect nighttime routine or the perfect setup or the perfect environment in order to actually start. They come up with so many excuses as to why they can't start. But let me tell you something, momentum beats motivation every single time. Messy action is better than no action. You having an idea and you actually doing the action to execute on the idea are two completely different things. None of this, I'm going to start after Christmas. I'm going to start when the kids go back to school. I'm going to do it then. I'm going to do it now. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me give you some real truth. There will never be the perfect time. You think you're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment to start, to do, to become. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. The perfect time, the perfect moment is a big fat lie. Because, let me tell you why. You will think that after Christmas is the perfect time. Once I've got Christmas out the way, I've got so many things that I need to pay for. Well, then guess what? After Christmas, another bill will come out and it will take all the money in your savings account. And now you're back to where you are saying, well, now I need to save again and I need to start after fucking Easter or whatever excuse that you come up with. There's never ever a perfect time. If you want something, if you want to change your life, it starts now. It starts today. No ifs, no buts, no I'll wait till then. Messy action. I also see people that are perfectionists. Get over it. The content doesn't need to be perfect. The setup doesn't need to be perfect. What needs to be perfect is you taking action. That's what needs to happen. Stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Stop making excuses and get to work on your mindset and in the physical world by taking the action. You cannot just sit and wait and wait and wait and wait, because guess what? You will be waiting forever. You will be waiting forever. This is about you taking the action, whether it's perfect, whether it's not, whether it's messy, whether it's a mess. Guys, when I first started working online, I was horrendous. My content was shocking. The way that I spoke was shocking. You probably haven't heard me say in any of these videos, right? Listen to me 7 years ago. So I'm just making this video today because I'm really passionate about helping women. That was me, right? That was me. That might be you right now. That's fine. Give yourself grace and compassion to be a beginner. Allow yourself to be shit. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to learn. This is what too many women do. They start something and expect to be amazing at it straight away. It doesn't happen, guys. You're probably going to be shit. The first few times you speak in front of a camera, you're probably going to be really crap at it. The first few times you mark up the charts because you're learning how to trade, you're probably going to be really bad at it. You're probably going to lose money. You're probably going to make mistakes. You're probably going to learn lessons. But all of this is part of your journey, and it's what helps you grow, and it's what helps you become the person that you want to be. It's what helps you become her. See, you can't get from A to Z without going through the whole alphabet. I used to say that so many times. If any of you guys used to watch a lot of my old content, I used to say that so many times. You cannot go from A to Z without going through the whole frigging alphabet. You've got to go A to B, B to C, C to D. What comes after D? A, B, C, D, E. D to E. And so on and so on. You have got to give yourself the grace and compassion to be a beginner, to be rubbish, to be a little bit crap, to be shy, to have no confidence, to lack self-belief. But you've got to be all these things and then decide to take the action. You cannot just sit in the victim mentality of, I'm rubbish, it's not working for me, I can't do this anymore, it's so hard, I'm not meant to make money, it happens to her, it doesn't happen to me, good things never come to me. You cannot sit in this mentality, because it's going to kill you, and before you know it, you will be 75, retiring, and your life's gone by. This right now is where you take the messy action. Especially if you are listening to this and you are in your teens, 20s, 30s, and you are listening to this. This is your time now to take the messy action and to go for it. And even for the women that are in the 40s, 50s and 60s listening to this, it still applies to you. Because that older age is going to arrive. It is going to come. And it's coming faster and faster. The years are going by faster and faster. I don't know about you guys, this year's gone rapid. It's the 1st of September. As I'm recording this, it's basically Christmas. Okay? I've still got goals to hit. I've still got to work hard. You need to do the same. So these were my 5 steps on how to build your dream life. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to follow me on socials. And you're going to see a lot more of these kind of videos. Give me some feedback as well. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you learned from this, what you took from this. Please give me the feedback. Please comment, like, subscribe. And we'll see more from Build Your Dreams.